Studio 10, we are opening up our Studio 10 stage to a Michigan native whose musical talents literally hit all the right notes. We're talking singing, we're talking songwriting, we're talking killing it on the piano, guitar, drums.
That's right, and we are of course talking about the Deon or DG Gladney. Welcome into Studio 10. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm well, thank you.
We're so excited to have you on. You know, you may be a guest on Studio 10, but you are no stranger to the stage. In fact, it's kind of in your blood. How did your parents and family inspire your love for music?
I come from a long list of preachers and singers, entrepreneurs, but in the church we were pretty much, you had to do something.
Right.
So my grandfather was a pastor, so you either sang in a choir or you did some activity in the church. And just watching him and my mother and my uncles and cousins, and I mean, I have a long list of family members who are talented. And so it was just in the family. It's something that just happened, and then I just said, okay, gospel was good, but I wanted to explore more. So that's what I did. So.
I love that, especially when it runs through your veins. It's almost kind of natural a little bit. And every artist has their own style and their own individuality, but how did you find and shape your own voice when you got started in the music industry?
I first started out when I was just riding in the back seat of my mom when she was driving the car, and I would hear all these songs on the radio, and I would mimic their voices.
Really?
Yeah, and so when they, back in the day when, you know, I don't know if you know that, they used to put out albums and there'd be cassettes.
Yes.
Cassettes, yeah. And with the cassettes, you would open them up and you could read the lyrics. And that began, you know, to spark something in me. I wanted to, you know the lyrics and the notes and everything like that. So I just began to just keep going and just wanted to just, you know, see what that was more about. And as I began to sing and explore more, it just felt great. And so I've been doing it. That's what I know.
I love hearing what you said about mimicking too, because it's like that call and response way that I find that a lot of people, especially when you grow up in the church, that's how you end up learning how to sing. Yeah.
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
Most
And
definitely.
you know, you've been able to listen to those cassettes and hear from these big names that I'm sure shaped you as well. But guess what? Your talents graced the music festival stages, gospel concerts, and opened for big names I'm sure that you grew up idolizing as well. Aretha Franklin, Outkast, and more. What have those experiences taught you?
A lot. When you're, you know, just listening to them and you're hearing about them, and all of a sudden you're on stage opening for them. You just watch what they do. You watch their mannerisms, and you just, you know, begin to see what goes beyond the records. And, you know, watch them on the stage, and then, you know, and then when you speak with them and they give you great advice and give you some, you know, good business tips and things like that. So it's like, okay, yeah. So I've just been, it's been great. I'm very grateful and I'm blessed.
Yeah, and
I
speaking of
appreciate
that advice, what piece of advice have you been given that's really kind of helped you navigate this industry as well?
I'll tell you, I attended the Irvin Johnson Senior Car Show in late August, and I had a chance to speak with Magic Johnson. And he pulled me to the side and he told me just about maintaining a symbol of excellence coming from Lansing, Michigan. And so I wanted to make sure that when a billionaire talks, you listen. And so I just wanted to just sponge off of him and other friends in the industry. But it just means a lot to just basically to be able to do music that you love and to do music that people appreciate and just, you know, representing Lansing in a great way.
Absolutely, and people will hear that, be inspired by you and be inspired from where you came from as well, and that will just continue to roll on. But we are so lucky that you join us now, and we are lucky because you are sticking around. We're putting you to a little bit of work, and we're going to make you perform as well. That's all going to be after the break. Stay with us.